So I'm driving up to Cambridge from London to try and track down someone who's very dear to me. 20 years ago or so, I nannied Johnny, Anita and Jessica when they were 12 years old, going on to 13 years old, imposing a strict regime of exercise, food, early bedtimes and general kind of rugged discipline, which didn't seem to do them any harm. Hasn't seemed to have done them any harm either. And then sort of latterly, Johnny sort of, I don't know, just seems to come off the rails a bit. Super intelligent, really talented musician, and it's just never quite worked. Drinking a lot, put on a huge amount of weight, and I'm really worried about him. I'm really worried that if something doesn't change, he's going to die. He's 30 today, and he's heading on a very bad downward spiral. So we're going to go up there and see if I can entice him to come and run with me, and maybe it'll be a massive cathartic experience, the chance to get away from some factors which are definitely weighing on him at home, and it could be the start of a whole new life. This is the family home, just outside Cambridge. Lived here, lived here most of their lives. Beautiful place, and where Johnny helps out doing weddings. They do weddings, they do B&B. So it's not like there isn't, there isn't some resources here, but we'll see Johnny in a little bit different.
Yeah, it'd be 3 hours into the hunt. They'd find me half a mile down the road at Mackie G's in Complete Neck. Or the nearest pub.
What he doesn't know won't hurt him. He doesn't know what I have in plan. So Johnny, do you want to tell us about a little adventure we once had?
Which one?
The special one.
Every day is an adventure, Sammy. What we're doing now is an adventure. I don't know if that's. I don't want to get arrested if it gets out.
You're not the one who was
Breaking the law.
breaking the law. You were just a poor abused 12-year-old.
I know, innocent victim. Before it all went tits up. Yeah, brilliant. Let's just say don't ever do anything with this man holding the camera. What was supposed to be a charming holiday in France to see the sights ended up with in the boot of a BMW sneaking through customs. Wouldn't fit in that boot now, would I? Can you imagine?
You certainly wouldn't.
I think the car would be wheeling through the The best bit was when the French policeman tapped the boot and said, "All right, through you go." And I honestly thought I was going to get arrested. I thought, right, he knows I'm hiding in here. I thought he was going to lift the boot up and there was going to be 8 armed police with guns at me. When you're 12, that's what you think, I had a plan to run away and pretend that you were kidnapping me. That was my backup. When I go, help, thank God.
When Toby asked me to potentially join him on this hunted adventure, I've got to say, initially, I thought it was some kind of joke. Although I might look like a wilderness man, I am a man of supreme comforts. Definitely an indoorsman. So initially I thought it's got to be the worst combination in the history of combinations. What's so hilarious is Toby actually used to be my nanny. So, or I think Manny is the correct term, isn't it? So I was already quite used to being hunted, albeit from him, or smacking him on the arse with a towel and running away. Toby is a very hard-edged, methodical, organised man. And I am, to be honest, a rather lazy, comforted, easiest way out, relaxed kind of guy. So I think that dynamic in itself is absolutely hilarious. However, I do think I'm more creative, to be honest with you. I'm a musician. I've already been on a few programmes, Channel 4 in a Bed, so I think Toby no doubt will think that he's the most apt for a survival situation, but I think I might well come up with creative suggestions which may well win at the end of the day. I'm a man of 1,000 accents. I can switch to Australian if I need to. Maybe try and fool those Hannahs. Not to mention I'm a master of disguise.
In case you didn't see me there.
I'll maybe change the appearance, take the hat off, you never know. We've always had a very strong relationship, albeit an incredibly dysfunctional one, which I'm sure will be much of the amusement of the audience. I think my fitness will be a big issue. He's very fit, I'm fantastically unfit. And I've got a very real drinking problem. And it's not I'm not trying to make it a joke, I genuinely have an alcohol problem. And I think one of the bigger challenges for me, and in many ways one of the exciting things, is that I'll be forced to detox for however many days, probably 6 hours, given our capture rate, as you think. But I think that in itself will present a lot of interesting challenges. I've already said if we do get it in, we're gonna have to carry 28 beers, which I'm told by him is not practical. but we'll see. This is home sweet home. I'm probably the only cowboy in England. And despite my humble abode, and indeed in stark contrast to it, this is where I work. Anstey Hall Hotel in Cambridge. And I work here as a general manager at the hotel alongside my father. Anstey Hall, good afternoon. So if you feel like hunting this legend, I'm more than up for it. I'll tell you what, you better give me one hell of a head start.